I just spit all over everything. Ah. Hi, Sprawl. Sprawl. What's going on? Welcome. We're gonna do some exploring tonight.
Come near Var, come for me through the fire door. Come upon the heart. Come near Var, I'm so lonely here in the heart chamber without you and your comb. Wait. WTF, you are an Argonian this time.
Oh, you're a Argonian? No, I'm sure you have a very nice swamp. Guys, guess what? I have a wheel. I bet you haven't seen this in a while. You remember the wheel? So I've been doing some work. I've been busy in my time that I have not been streaming, presenting nothing of real value until tonight. I'm presenting my UNESCO shirt, or if I look backwards, Oxenu. Where's the spawn Cazador? That's not an option. So here's our options. We're going to be exploring some UNESCO sites tonight, and if you don't know what a UNESCO site is, cool. UNESCO sites are basically cultural sites of importance, spiritual importance, or cultural past importance. The inferior wheel. Look, I don't know how to work Pyrie's wheel anymore. I'm going to need to learn how to use that wheel if I ever want to work it again. I have a bunch of guides already working on. Do we drink if we land on a UNESCO site that's been destroyed? None of these have been destroyed. These are all still good. These are all hunky-dory. Hi, Micah. So we've got like China on here. We've got Denmark, India, Afghanistan, Republic of Korea. These were all picked randomly. I chose all of these off of the UNESCO site. I had a different wheel that had all of the options. Watch your ears. That had all of the options on it, and I cut it down a whole lot. So I'm talking a whole lot about it, and instead of doing it, instead of talking, I'm just going to do it. So let me get rid of this thing down here. You were too quiet. There we go. We're going to listen to some spooky music. There's a lot of UNESCO problems if some random site 500M needs a new bridge. I think UNESCO, the heritage sites, have a very good, a very fantastic, noble purpose. I feel like they do need to take a little time when they, and I'm sure they do. I'm sure they have all sorts of meetings. They might need some more meetings, because I heard telltale that a lot of these sites, or I say a lot, I heard of one site that had some real issues when they put up basically an enormous rock. Here, let me sketch it out for you. So basically, this right here, this is called Big Ass Rock, and if you put this big ass rock on the UNESCO site and say, hey, we're going to send 20,000 people to Big Ass Rock. Look, Big Ass Rock's in the middle of nowhere. There's no bathrooms here at Big Ass Rock. There's no restaurants here at Big Ass Rock. Is Big Ass Rock wheelchair accessible? Also, it looks like a butt now. Just call it Ass Rock. So a lot of these places are getting are having some issues. I don't know enough about it to make any realistic statements. But it's becoming a big issue. Anyways, I'm talking a lot about it. Let's get into it, and then we can talk about it. Let's pick ourselves out a site. So here we go. Ready? Do this. I'm ready to go somewhere. I'm ready to go explore. I also want to go to Big Ass Rock. I think that's in Australia. We're going to Jerusalem. Yay! Well, there's an Australia. There's a good start. Where's my list? Oh, good. Oh, Jerusalem. Where is... That is on my... I did make that, right? I'm pretty sure I did. I can't even read this. Hold on. Let me put it over here. Oh, right. It was a proposed site. That's what it was. It's not... Hold on, let me find it real quick. There, I saw it. It's in Jordan, right? There it is. Sorry. It's proposed, so they have asked UNESCO to take a look at it. Whether or not anything has happened, this is directly taken from the UNESCO site. So this is very recent. So Jordan, let me pull up a YouTube video here. Do we want to take a walking tour of Old City Jerusalem? Definitely. I don't want to hear this guy. Actually, yeah, I do. What does this guy have to say?
Okay, so that worked. I was in the mikvah. I didn't film there because people are in different stages of undressing. It would have been, I'm sure they would have objected. In some case...
Am I gonna be looking at your face the whole time? I really don't want to be. Here we go. Okay. So we're gonna look at Jerusalem a little bit while I talk over here, while we take a look. So this is Jerusalem. It is the old city of Jerusalem, and its walls is a proposed UNESCO site. So it's not actually a UNESCO site right now, but they want it to be. So where it is, UNESCO or Jordan and Jerusalem. Jerusalem is in Israel. I'm not sure why it said Jordan. Maybe Jordan was the one who... I don't know enough about the Middle East to make any important statements. Is this going to be a text-to-speech, or should I read this? Anyway, Roar, so there's a residential building in England that has a big-ass shark statue. I know about the big-ass shark statue. Big-ass shark statue that looks like it crashed the roof. Is that a heritage site? Jerusalem's really nice. Like it's a really pretty looking city, for at least from where we're at. Like, not these walls right here, but the city said no, it's not. It's a heritage site. Oh, nice. Oh, that's fantastic. That's not on my list yet, but I'll have to check it out at some point. So, if you don't know where Jerusalem is, according to this, so here's what we're going to be doing today. I've got my list over here, and here, while he's walking down these steps into Jerusalem. So what I've got over here is, where is it? It's Jerusalem, Israel. If there's something that you know is 100% wrong, please tell it. It says Jerusalem, Israel. Is that incorrect? I don't know. This is a bad start. I didn't want to start with Jerusalem. Maybe I'll put that... You know what? This is what ChatGPT said. This is what I'm not changing it. It's what ChatGPT said. I'm not going to change that one. If you slam your meaty finger in the middle of Israel, a bit to the west and north of the Dead Sea is where Jerusalem is. Welcome to the old city of Jerusalem, a place where history, religion, and culture collide in a spectacular dance of human civilization. Here, ancient limestone walls encase a labyrinth of narrow streets, echoing with the prayers of three major religions. Wasn't there a pilot who made some announcement and said something wrong and then didn't want to get out of the plane? Yeah, I wouldn't. Jesus, did ChatGPT say meat finger? It did, but I told it to. The accessibility of Jerusalem. What is this guy even saying?
And then later on, in another video, we're going to go up the Temple Mount.
Cool story. Getting here is a relatively straightforward, with international flights landing in Tel Aviv just an hour's drive away. The old city is not fully handicap accessible. It looks like they're doing a pretty good job. They got a little ramp over here. You could like ramp your wheelchair up this, like just right up the side of the wall over here, and public facilities are accessible. Good. As you walk through the Jaffa Gate, you're greeted by a medley of scents: spices, incense, and freshly baked bread. The cobblestone streets are a mosaic of cultures, bustling with merchants selling everything from hand-woven rugs to golden artifacts. This site is a proposed UNESCO heritage site due to its immense historical and religious significance. It's a must
Singer
visit.
Billy Joel tried to commit suicide when he was 21 by drinking furniture. Polish rare JAMXMAS.
Oh god, the TTS is going nuts. He tried to drink furniture polish, huh? That's a weird way to go. I don't want to judge, but my goodness. Oh, apparently the local delicacies in Jerusalem is the falafel, which is a deep-fried ball of chickpea goodness, or the shawarma, meat sliced from a rotisserie and stuffed into pita bread. Sprawl, what is your opinion on Jerusalem? I want to hear your deep-rooted opinions on Jerusalem. Need to confirm this info with MDuck. Look, there's going to be a disclaimer that says this is all ChatGPT done. I'm not touching, and unless something is drastically wrong, like with map directions, or like 100% I know it's wrong, I'm not going to mess with what it pulls off the internet. And it's like, nope, I'm not pulling my own judgment. The Western Wall is sometimes called the Wailing Wall because of the intense prayers that take place here. Are you familiar with the Shadow President video game gif with the nukes? I mean, what? Isn't that still a command? No, it's not, right? Exclamation mark Israel? If it is a command, I should probably get rid of it. Local legends and myths. It's said that King Solomon's treasure is hidden within the city's walls, waiting for the worthy to discover it. When you're here, don't miss the Dome of the Rock, an Islamic shrine. Why are we walking through like an alley? Is there somewhere else in Jerusalem we could visit? Here we go. Let's come over. Oh, here we go. The Western Wall. Is this the Wailing Wall? Oh, here we go. Let's see the Wailing Wall.
Entering the men's section of the Western Wall, and it seems, well, the sign says that masks are required, but there's no attendee here who is put on the masks.
This is
in areas
stop the spread. This is good job.
that require.
Nobody's wearing a goddamn mask.
You could get a fine.
There's no
if you do not
masks.
put on a mask. So I see that there are a lot of
Not a
people
single mask
who
in
are
sight.
here.
If you're not going to have a mask, fine, but just take down the sign.
It's a gamble. I don't know
Okay, shut up.
if they could expect to get a fine. Maybe
What not to miss?
there are less.
The Dome of the Rock. You need to shut up. You're not interesting. The Dome of the Rock, an Islamic shrine, is a marvel of architectural beauty. The Dome of the Rock, you say? Gotta take all that. That's true. If they didn't have that sign and somebody got COVID and then sued the Wailing Wall, I don't know who's in charge of the wall. The Dome. What is it called? The Dome of the Rock. Oh, I saw it. The Dome of the Rock was somewhere in here. I think that was the Dome of the Rock, right? Yeah, no, there it is, right there. So that here, this is the Dome of the Rock. You like how they have to section off the wall so the Orthodox Jews don't see any women. Aren't they trying to change that? Wasn't that a thing that they were trying to do, or is that just a pipe dream? Their faith is inspiring. They do definitely. They are very faithful. Look at these people. I just want to take a picture of the praying Jews. Isn't this like the one wall left over from the second Jewish temple, and also it wasn't part of the temple to start with? My guide does not really have a lot on the Wailing Wall specifically. This is a guide to Jerusalem, so it's mostly just like, hey, go check out the Wailing Wall. A kid just asked if I can lick this site. What should I tell them? You should tell them not to lick it. The ancient stones are not only sacred, but they're covered with centuries of grime. Now, with all the reviews I've been doing, I've been having fictional AI reviews So I've been having different, I think I've mentioned it on like the Discord and stuff. So some of my reviewers are the Thrill Seeker, Grandma, Lil Jeffrey, Cheston, Old Grevs, and a snake that Lil Jeffrey found in the bushes. So those 5 people are going to do reviews on the UNESCO sites. I already have a fun fact, Sprawl. A fun fact is the Western Wall is sometimes called the Wailing Wall because of the intense prayers that go on here. But you know what? I'd be happy for another fun Jerusalem fact. In fact, if it's really good, maybe I'll even add it to the list. The Thrill Seeker loves scaling the ancient wall. Please tell me the Thrill Seeker did not scale the Wailing Wall. I really hope that he didn't scale the Wailing Wall.
The Catholic Bishop of Jerusalem is called Pizzaballa.
I like this, I love all the... I'll come back to that in a second, Sprawl, but I love these plastic chairs. I mean, God bless them for sticking with the times. They don't have to sit on the ground on like a blanket anymore, but they've got a bunch of plastic pool chairs so everyone can sit in style. God bless them. The Catholic Bishop of Jerusalem is called Pizzaballa. I'm gonna need a citation on that. I believe you because I think there's more interest in the truth than there is in lies on things like that. Oh, Grandma says that the serenity of the place touched her soul. Lil Jeffrey made a wish at the Wailing Wall. Cheston, what are you talking about? You're focusing on these books.
And you can come. Did I speak about tefillin in one of the videos? No, I spoke about the tzitzit and the blue string in the tzitzit. Here there's a stand for the Ministry of Diaspora Affairs and the Western Wall Heritage Foundation, and you can come here to get a note if you need one.
If you need a note to go back to work or school, let them know that you had to visit the Wailing Wall. That's acceptable. So, are you ready to step into a living museum where every stone has a story to tell? Pack your bags and set your compass for the old city of Jerusalem. I mean, maybe not right this second. Why is RoTV not working? Maybe not right this second you shouldn't go visit Jerusalem, but maybe just think about it in the future. Fun fact about the Western Wall prayer site. The shitter's broke. I think a high percentage of the visitors of that place are elderly Catholic groups. I would imagine there's just a lot of tourists in general, right? Well, I would assume so, right? You think Jerusalem should have been handled by Sandy? Absolutely not. Guys, one of the UNESCO sites is did you know that God, I don't even want to bring it up. I'm not going to bring it up. Never mind. Forget I said anything. The glossary, the Jaffa Gate is one of the gates to enter the old cittery, and rotisserie is cooking meat on a rotating spit. Now, all of the UNESCO sites end with a poem written by old Shakespeare, my poet. This video does suck. This video does suck, yes, but there wasn't really a lot of good Jerusalem walking tours. So I think we've spent our time in Jerusalem. This guide seems, other than, you know, where Jerusalem is, this is a pretty decent guide. I think it's it told us what we needed to know about Jerusalem, right? Many Jewish groups expect you to make a pilgrimage to some shit in Israel that I didn't do. Did you go to a... Oh, I remember that. I remember you were over there for like bits and pieces, right? I don't know enough to say, you know, that I really remember, but it's poor, but it's good for secondary sources, so you see what changes. Good, it's true. Also, your mom is Jewish. Or you count to me. What were we doing? This was a pretty good guide. Guys, do you want to see my guide? Here. I'm gonna show it to you, and you can see this sort of thing. I'm not gonna do this for every guide, but this is the Jerusalem guide. So feel free to take a peek at that if you want. But I think I think that was a pretty good guide to Jerusalem. I think I was confusing Israel with Pennsylvania, as I'm wanting to do. You know, as anybody is wont to do. All right, Jerusalem, done and dusted. Let's get that off of the list, and let's give the old wheel an old spin. How you guys doing? How's your weekend been treating you so far? Wow! Libya, the archaeological site of Cyrene. Let's take a look at the guide for this one. Libya.
You know what's not cool, Bobby?
Hell. I love it when that one's slowed down. You know what's not cool, Bobby? The ruins of Cyrene. Let me load up a YouTube video. What do we got here? So all of the YouTube videos, I think I switched it at some point, so they try and pull up YouTube videos from about 4 to 20 minutes, which is about as much as I would want to do like a walkthrough of a particular area. Here we go. This is no, this one sucks. I would like to see like a different one, please. Let's load that one to. We could go to Assassin's Creed. Oh wait, here we go. No, I don't want to go to Assassin's Creed. You want to do the Assassin's Creed? Fine. Let's do the walk around Assassin's Creed video while I talk about Cyrene. But you have to actually walk. There we go. Fine. We'll do the Assassin's Creed walk video while we go explore this. Where's my actual guide? One second. Okay. So Cyrene, where is it at? It's at Shahat, Jabal al-Aqtadar, Cyrenaica, Libya. If you want to slam your meaty finger down on a globe marker, you're going to slam it down on the northern part of Libya, right at the hilly terrain of Jabal al-Aqtadar. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. This right here on my guide where it says like this, where you're going to find it. I want to look at these and actually see if I can find it. So hold on. Let me look up a video of, let me look up a thing of Libya. Why is her ass in our direction vision? This is the game if you walk slowly. Typically, people aren't walking that slowly. Northern part of Libya, right on the hilly terrain of Jabal al-Aqtadar. Here, here's my map that I'm looking at here. Let me see if I can find it while you take a look at guys, I kind of want to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey again. Did they ask the women what they want? Yeah, Kitty, it was this. When did this game came out? 2020? Yep. Cyrene. Libya. Oh, here you. Oh, God. Oh, oh, jeez. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's right here. So, guys, if I said right on the northern part of Libya, right on the hilly terrain of Jabal al-Aqtadar, how would you know anything about Jabal al-Aqtadar? Like, okay, I see. So is that this state here of Libya? I would want to know how I personally would be able to find this place if I looked on a map. Because I think I am an average man. I'm not. I'm an average dude. The gender's in specific. I'm going to say... videos playing. We're back. I'm just an average every guy. There we go. Let's turn that quality way down. All right, let's just the sashaying is just like air kissed, like wah. What else do we need to know about this? Okay, welcome. Do we want? What is that over there? Is that an armadillo, or is that a dog? Kitty, you flatter me. You flatter me. Welcome to Cyrene, an ancient city that's been around for over 1,000 years. Once a bustling Greek colony, it later became a Roman hotspot. Imagine walking through ruins that have seen the rise and fall of empires. Getting to Cyrene isn't a walk in the park, but it's doable. The site is not fully handicap accessible, so it might be a bit... See this right here? This is not handicap accessible. There are public facilities and some hotels with campsites nearby and a lot of local dining options. As you step into Cyrene, you're greeted by monumental temples, stoas, that's a fancy word for covered walkways, theaters, and bathhouses. The air is thick with the scent. The air is sick with the nasty scent of ancient stone and earth. The city is surrounded by the necropolis, a large ancient graveyard. That's kind of sick, and in the good way. Cyrene became a UNESCO site because it's like a time capsule. It's got 1,000 years of history from the Greek and Roman periods, making it a must-visit for history buffs. While in the area, that old lady checked out your... I mean, it's the eagle bearer. Can you blame her? While in the area, you might want to try some traditional Libyan dishes like basin, a kind of bread dipped into a spicy tomato sauce. It's a burst of flavors that'll make your taste buds dance. Legend has it that Apollo, the Greek god of music and arts, fell in love with the huntess named Cyrene. What are we passing by over here? Hold on, we need the music. Legend had it that Apollo, the Greek god of music and arts, fell in love with Cyrene and brought her to this very land. So is that why they call this land Cyrene, I wonder? Did you know that Cyrene was once a major exporter of the medicinal plant called silphium? It was so valuable that it appeared on their coins. I don't think there's a whole lot going on in the ancient Roman ruins located in Rivia that Roar would recognize. Yeah, I mean, obviously we would be looking at ruins, but Sprawl wanted to look at Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so don't say I'm not a man of the people. Yeah, there we go. Good job, Eagle Bear. Don't miss the Sanctuary of Apollo. It's one of the most iconic parts of the site. Oh, really? That we can look at. Sanctuary of Apollo. Libya? No, Cyrene. Oh, yeah, kind of looks like it does in the game, honestly. Oh, where is it? There it is. So yeah, this is the Temple of Apollo that it said we should check out. Neat. As of now, Cyrene is not being in danger of being removed from the UNESCO site. If a kid asks you if they can lick Cyrene, tell them not to. The stones here are ancient, and you don't know what kind of bacteria that they can pick up. The thrill seeker thought that the ruins were cool, but they wish there were more activity. That guard was just about to freak out. They wish there were more activities. Grandma thinks the historical depth is fascinating, but it was hard on her knees. Little Jeffrey thinks that the big stones look like big cookies. Old Grevs wonders why people like big rocks, and the angry snake that Jeffy found hisses angrily at the intruding tourists. Grandma doesn't like. Grandma thinks it's fascinating. Grandma's happy to be here. So guys, are you ready to time travel through ruins and relive 1,000 years of history? Cyrene is not just a site. It's a living, breathing museum under the open sky. Pack your bags and set your GPS to ancient awesomeness. Gross. A necropolis is a large designed cemetery with elaborate tomb monuments, and a stoa is a covered walkway or portico, commonly for public use. To close out our time here in Cyrene, I've got a little poem for you guys, written by old Shakespeare. In ruins old and skies so blue, Cyrene whispers tales to you. Shakespeare. I think we could be done with the Assassin's Creed video, but we'll leave it up for a minute while the let's see what our wheel has. Or write your own poetry. Don't tell me what to do. I refuse. Poetry is terrible. We're going to Tajikistan, the proto-urban site of Sarazm. How do I get this screen? There we go. Alright, goodbye, Eagle Bear. Tajikistan. Let me open up my thing. Do you guys know anything about Tajikistan? Like how to pronounce it? I don't. All of my screens are a mess. Here we go. So the proto-urban site of Sarazm, where history and mystery do the tango. It's located in Tajikistan, which, you know, let's see where that is, because I would not be able to find that very well on a map. Central Asian country surrounded by Afghanistan, China, Kyrgyzstan, and Uzbekistan. Let's see what we got on YouTube. I'll take that as a no. What else do we got? There's got to be something for the UNESCO site. There's got to be something on YouTube. The hell is this? Sarazam archaeological site. That might be it. World Heritage. Here we go. Have to look for Sarazam. There's no safe. It's not safe for you. Not allowed to walk in. You just have to look for Sarazam. I found the World Heritage site. Yeah, here we go. Oops, that wasn't right.
To the archaeological site. Here's our welcome gate to the archaeological site Sarazm.
Sarazm.
500 years old. First settled before the pyramids. On the gate, you'll see reproductions of some of the fresco drawings that were found during the excavations. That marigold field, I took a shot of that.
I'm so lost in all my windows. Hold on.
It appears in the symbol at the gate.
There we go.
This is one of the UNESCO World Heritage
Man, she's exciting.
sites. One of the earliest, if not the earliest,
I'm looking on the list to see.
urban settlement.
It
in
says that the
Central
site is
Asia.
relatively easy to get to.
If you're a museum geek like me, you like to read all the signs. For you, I've reproduced the entire text of that sign. There are several excavations that are covered for their protection. I especially like the
You can't go. I mean, well, you're not going to be able to go
that,
into this. No,
resembles
that's
ovens still used
not
in
okay.
Mexico.
Okay, can we turn down the percussion, please? This is the whole. Yeah, right. You can't go in there, but like you can still go to it.
There's a small museum with artifacts. This is the bronze axe that was discovered in 1976 that started it all. It was found by a neighboring villager who turned it over to an archaeologist working on the nearby ancient Punja Kent excavation.
Could you have possibly done a second take? Just one more take?
That was followed by a number of excavations, and all kinds of artifacts were found. Most of the most impressive artifacts went to the museums in Dushanbe.
Sarazam is not just an old pile of rocks. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site for a reason. It showcases the early rise of proto-urbanism in Central Asia and stands as a testament to the inter-regional trade and cultural exchanges that took place across vast distances.
Here was a rock that I recognized.
Here was a rock.
Dushanbe. Here was a rock that I recognized. This was a stone weight. Oh, there's a stone for grinding grain.
Are you just seeing this video for the first time?
Both a trade good
I am.
The trade in the area, and pottery indicating the beginning of ceramic work, pottery work in Central Asia. And weaving.
Okay.
Textiles.
When you're in the area, don't forget. I'm gonna pause her and talk about something different for 2 seconds. Don't miss out on some local Tajik cuisine. Imagine biting into a steaming hot sambusa and then get your mind out of the gutter. And imagine a savory pastry filled with spiced meats. The flavors of cumin and coriander dance on your tongue, leaving you craving more.
But what was most exciting was seeing what some of those rocks
got enough money
were
for one
actually
take.
used for
we got to ship this
down
tonight.
weaving. And
If we don't get this
interestingly
YouTube
enough,
video out about Tajikistan weaving, then somebody else is going to do it, and we're going to miss out on that sweet ad revenue.
saw the same use of rocks a couple of weeks later when we reached Kyrgyzstan.
Oh my God!
The most impressive relic in the museum is what is called
These pile of
the
bones.
Princess of Sarazm. She went to Dushanbe for a number of years, but you can see
I don't think this is the food,
had-
Gorp. Why are we focusing on the
She
skeleton?
had jewelry, and all those little dots, those are actually beads carved from
Oh, I see.
shell
Gotcha.
and precious and semi-precious stones.
I stand corrected.
She just recently came back to the museum. I love the statement in the sign that said, "It is likely that a woman's appearance was an important factor in Sarazm society."
You don't say.
Which brings us to the last image in this little video. This was a young newlywed couple that was having a wedding video shot at Sarazm,
It's beautiful.
dressed in native dress, which I thought was a wonderful ending to this exploration of history and its continuing.
Okay, shut up. I'm gonna. We can watch you, but I don't want to listen to you anymore. We're focusing on the skeleton because one of the this is a variance from the sixth thing of the entire site. Look, Glorp, imagine stepping into a landscape where ancient ruins whisper secrets of a bygone era. The site is spread over an area of about 1.5 kilometers in length, so I guess there's more than just this, and varies in width from about 400 to 900 meters. The remnants of dwellings, infrastructures, and artifacts bear witness to a society that was advanced in metallurgy, ceramics, and jewelry making. The atmosphere is thick with the weight of history, and you can almost hear the clang of metal and the chatter of ancient traders. Legend has it that in Sarazm is where the Earth Goddess first stepped down to create the world. I imagine. Look, if you can make a pizza on one of those things that the primitive technology guy makes, you could probably make a pizza in that kiln. The locals believe that the site is blessed and holds mystical powers. I bet that kid's going to be told not to lick it. What do you think Tajik people put on their pizza? I have no idea. Spiced meat, I guess. Cumin and coriander. Don't miss the Sarazem Princess Tomb. Oh no, we saw that. I think we're going to see it again in about 20 seconds. An archaeological find that revealed intricate bead necklaces and other artifacts. Is that an ancient dildo? No. This maybe. This offering a glimpse into the fashion sense of the ancient civilizations. This site is an archaeological reserve. Licking the archaeological reserve could damage the ancient artifacts. Do not lick anything. The thrill seeker says this isn't much of a thrill, but the historical depth is mind-blowing. Grandma says it's peaceful, but it's a little hard to walk around. Little Jeffrey found a cool rock that looked like a dinosaur. Old Grevs thought there was 2 walking and not enough to do. It was boring. And the angry snake hisses angrily. In the wheel, I'm saying, I'm almost done. Hold on. So there you have it, folks. Sarazem, I need to check this document. The whole reason I'm here is to take a look at this So to take a look at this document. Where'd it go? Is to take a look at my document, make sure it's good. Sarazem is not just a trip to an ancient site. It's a trip to bones, and a journey through time, a walk with ghosts to the past, and a rendezvous with history itself. Pack your bags, fuel your curiosity, and set off on an adventure that promises to be nothing short of epic. I've been to some subreddits. I'm pretty sure they could handle that these days. All right, are we done seeing bones? Fine, we'll get out of Tajikistan. You ready to go somewhere new? Tajikistan was fine. The proto site of Sarazem was fine. What subreddits? I mean,
Wow.
you see, oh God. Yeah. I think let's come back to that one. Come back to that one.
Wow.
Good job for Susan. It's not Susan, it's Sandy. Let's come back to that one. What subreddits? Again, use your you gotta use your imagination. Trust me. You'll find it. Where are we going? We're going to Monteferro. There we go. We're going to a vineyard. I didn't realize that was on the list. I probably would have removed that one. Just for Twitch reasons. I will definitely take a look at it. I want to make sure that it's correct, but that's just not something I want to mess with Twitch about, because I'm sure as soon as that good old bad symbol shows up on screen, then I am straight up like computer banned. Also, why is 69 here? Let's get rid of that. Let's go check out some vineyards. Ooh, here we go. Some of these actually have straight up World Heritage sites. Like straight up from UNESCO, or maybe not from UNESCO, but
hey
might as well be.
I'm
Hey!
Trouble on the Road.
Hi,
And
Trouble on the
today,
Road.
My UNESCO World Heritage journey is at the vineyards of Piedmont in northwestern Italy.
I don't want to listen to him. Okay, so this is the vineyard landscape of Piedmont, Langaro, and Monferrato. Why not? Hold on. I got something for this. Here we go. Why not? A grape escape in Italy's rolling hills. It's located in the provinces of Alessandria, Asti, and Cuneo in Italy. Roar, did you know? I don't know anything. I don't know anything about nothing. Google Maps. So this is... Aim your meaty finger slightly northwest of the boots. Slightly northwest of the Boot, but not as far as the Alps. Wine. No, wine. Where is Piedmont? What if I just find Cuneo? Oh, wow. It's... Oh, I see. So basically, we're looking like right here in Italy. Straight up by Monaco. Like... Straight up near Monaco. Aim your meaty finger towards the top of the Boot and near the border of Monaco. Welcome to the vineyard landscapes of Langro and Monferrato in Piedmont, Italy. Imagine rolling hills blanketed with grapevines, punctuated by charming hilltop villages and historic castles. This is the place where the art of winemaking comes alive. As you walk through vineyards, you'll notice the soil's rich diversity and meticulous care that's given to each grapevine. You'll notice some weird random copper statues for no reason. The landscape is a harmonious blend of nature and centuries-old human endeavor. The air is filled with the sweet aroma of ripe grapes, and the horizon is dotted with Romanesque churches and rustic farmhouses. The site became a UNESCO World Heritage Site due to its outstanding living testimony for wine growing and winemaking traditions that have evolved over centuries. If humankind must poison their liver for days and decades and centuries and millennia, god damn it, they better be on the heritage list. It's a must-visit for anyone interested in the intricate relationship between humans and their natural environment. Do not leave without trying the local Barolo wine, which is a rich, full-bodied flavor with notes of cherry and vanilla. Kitty, are you a wine mom? Sprawl asks. I'll let her answer that. Okay, he's done, I guess. Do we have any other... Oh, here we go. Ah, here we go. This video looks way better. Beautiful. Do not leave without trying the local Barolo wine, which has a rich, full-bodied flavor with notes of cherry and vanilla. Pair it with some truffle-infused pasta for a heavenly meal. Not really, you enjoy an occasional Riesling. Kitty and I don't really drink very much, to be 100% honest. It's said that the hills themselves are alive, whispering secrets of ancient winemaking techniques to those who listen clearly. Okay, do you think that this community do you think that they sort of get sick of talking about wine? Or do you think that they're just super into it all the time, like all the time? Like, just always talking about wine. Do you think it's insufferable to talk to people who live near, like, Cuneo, Italy? Like, just, they don't have any other thoughts in their head other than wine. No disrespect to them, but it's just like, you talk to them, it's like, I love wine. I'm suddenly French. Make sure to visit the castle of Grinzan Cavour, a significant landmark in both Italian history and vineyard development. I'll call your bluff. The castle of Grinzan Cavour. Grinzan Cavour. It's like farmers. True. I mean, farmers of grapes. There we go. I think this community is probably filled with multimillionaire landowners who say whatever you want. This is on the border of yeah. It's straight up Monaco. Thank you for buying cheese. It's no problem, Kitty. The region's home to some of the world's most expensive truffles. Where's the actual castle? We're listening to some spooky lo-fi tonight. Hope you like it. Hold on, I gotta fart. Wait, turn the mic off. There we go. The kid just asked if they can lick this site. Licking grapes is a no-no. It's like licking someone else's future bottle of wine. They're gonna wash the grapes, guys. The thrill seeker loved the adrenaline rush from the wine tasting experience. Thrill seeker's drunk. Grandma loved the serene landscapes. They were just her cup of tea, or should I say, glass of wine. Little Jeffrey found a really cool rock that was shaped like a grape. Little Jeffrey just found a grape. Old Grevs thinks there's too many hills. His creativity needs flat surfaces. And the angry snake hisses disapprovingly at the crowded wine cellars. So, are you ready to embark on a grape odyssey that will tantalize your senses and enrich your soul? This is not just a trip. This is a journey to the heart of Italy's wine country. Prepare to be grape smacked? No, I'm changing that one. Prepare to be grape smacked? Boo this man. What does that even mean? No. Prepare to be prepare to be wined and dined. Sure, whatever. That's better than grape smacked. God smacked? Ugh. Gobsmacked, maybe. Barolo is a type of red wine. Romanesque is a architectural style, and truffle is a type of fungi, not the chocolate kind. Oh, here's the castle. Looks fine. A lot of bricks in this castle. I feel like this is relatively recent, right? Vines and wines, in hills entwined. Here in Piedmont, true beauty you'll find. Shakespeare. I think that was pretty good. I think that was a good guide for this one. I don't think I need to do any edits other than that one terrible joke I tried to make. Let me just get rid of those. Why am I you? How long have I been Sandy? Just disregard all of that. Ugh. Never mind. We're just going to click the wheel and take a drink.
Wow.
Wow. Germany, St. Mary's Cathedral and St. Michael's Church at Hildesheim. We're going to Germany. I got a couple different Germanys. Hold on. Here we go. St. Mary's Cathedral. There's got to be some good visits on this one, right? Actually, they're probably not both together. How about St. Mary's Cathedral? Hildesheim. Hildesheim. Is that close? Oh, here we go. Here's the World Heritage one. Here's my guide. There it is. Is this guy again? Oh, good. So this is St. Mary's Cathedral and St. Michael's Church at Hildesheim. If you're looking at Germany on a globe, aim your meaty finger slightly to the left of the middle and a smidge down. You're looking at Hildesheim. Hildesheim. Is that correct? Let's go over to Germany. So if we're going over to Germany, we aim our meaty finger to slightly the left of middle and a smidge down. You'll be looking at Hildesheim. I'm not really seeing it immediately. I think it's like... No, it's not south of Frankfurt. That was another place. I don't see Hildesheim. Let's look it up. Hildes. I've got a good idea. During the
Hildesheim, Germany.
TTS is that?
Hildesheim, Germany.
Okay, it's a French TTS. Hildesheim. During the aerial bombardment of Hildesheim by the RAF and RCAF, the main building was almost entirely destroyed, almost the westwork and the outer building side. That sucks. Where is this place? Oh. That's not correct. So it is like north of the center, south of Hamburg. Okay. North of the center, south of Hamburg. South of Hanover, is it? Oh, right. Yeah, Hanover works too. South of Hanover works better. Good call. Aim your meaty finger slightly north of the middle. This is what this one is not very good on. Slightly north of the middle, and this one I want to make sure is accurate. And slightly north of the middle. And a bit south from whatever Glorp just said. Hanover. Welcome to the ancient Benedictine Abbey Church of St. Michael and St. Mary's Cathedral in Hildesheim. These two churches are like the Beyonce and Jay-Z of medieval art and architecture. Ew. No, I'm changing that. These two churches are like the peanut butter and chocolate pudding of medieval art and architecture. Built between 1010 and 1022, they've been the talk of the town and the world for over 1,000 years. I also love pretzels, but not nearly as much as you do, Kitty, and I like soft pretzels. Imagine walking into a grand space where every stone and pillar tells a story. The wooden ceiling is an art piece. Could you tone down your eyes a bit, champ? What are you saying? What could you possibly be saying right now that deserves this look?
Now, this is the most remarkable piece of artwork in all of the churches and probably the whole World Heritage Site. And it's two enormous bronze doors. They're about 5 meters high, and each door weighs almost 2 tons. And on them, there are biblical scenes. So on this side, you can see the story of Genesis from the creation of man right through to Cain.
Okay, cool. That look was not necessary, though. The bronze doors are like pages from a holy comic book, illustrating scenes from the Bible. The harmony between the interior and exterior is like a well-rehearsed choir. Simply divine. Like the Iggy Azalea and Kid Cudi. I don't know that one. The Bonnie and Clyde. Is that a cultural, like a significant current reference? These churches are not just old buildings. They're living museums of Romanesque art and architecture. They offer a unique glimpse into the Holy Roman Empire and have influenced medieval architecture significantly. When you're here, don't miss out on the local bratwurst, which is a symphony of flavors in your mouth. Smoky, savory, and a little spicy. Legend has it that the churches were built on a site where miracles occurred, making them a hotspot for pilgrims seeking holy and divine intervention. Did you know that the ceiling is made up of 1,300 pieces of wood? Talk about a jigsaw puzzle. Don't leave without missing the crypt, though. It's a VIP area of the church. It's like the VIP backstage area of a church, huh? Interesting. VIP Church. Screw it. I don't care. If he didn't take us to there, then I'll leave that for other people to find out. A kid asked if they could lick the site. Tell them not to. The bronze doors are not chocolate bars. The thrill seeker thought the crypt was like an adventure movie coming to life. The grandma thought the tranquility of the churches was just what she needed. Little Jeffrey loved the big bronze doors. They're just like his comic books. Old Gribbs hates the tourist taking selfies. The angry snake just hisses at the door. So are you ready to step into a world where history, art, and spirituality collide in a magnificent explosion of awesomeness? Then pack your bags and set your GPS for Hildesheim. Was I close, Micah? Did I ever get close at any point there? I'm going to ask Justin. Somebody without a French accent. And it's where's the TTS? There we go. Hildesheim.
Hildesheim.
Hildesheim. Hildesheim. Hildesheim. You don't get how this is a World Heritage Site when the whole thing was made between 1950 and 1960. When was it I mean... It says it was built between 1010 and 1022, but, you know... a lot of it got rebuilt after, like, the war. You know, the war. In stones and bronze, tales are told of faith and art, both young and old. Shakespeare. It's a beautiful church. Maybe because they restored it to its original style. I don't know. And it's not because they didn't like add in onto it. They didn't like they didn't add extra things based on, like, they didn't change what it used to be, maybe? No? I don't know. And I don't know what to tell you then. I did not approve the UNESCO site. So what about the doors, though? When were the doors made? It's beautiful. That's all I know.
Wow.
Wow. All right, Italy. We're going back to Italy. There's images on Wikipedia. Hear that witch in the background. Hildesheim, St. Mary Cathedral. There's 7,500 pictures on Google, but I think they're all like new pictures. You expect they took it out of the rubble like the old... Oh, God. Yeah, look at this. You get like a high quality version of these doors. I mean, if they were able to even save and restore even a good portion of the church, I don't feel like, as long as the majority, not the majority, but I don't know. I feel like I would opt on the side of who's it hurting? It's if they want to be and I don't know. Who's it hurting isn't like what I really mean, but it's the most I can really think of right at the moment. It's like it's clearly aiming to be like that old style, like what it used to be. You would think, right? I don't know. We're getting out of here. Let's go to Italy. I think it's almost break time. Italy. Etruscan. There we go. Oh, that's right, the crypt. Yeah, I mean, when you get overseas, when you get to the big war, and when you get to these other places, that unless it's been completely flattened, like some of these places have, like over in like Afghanistan and Libya, and like I think a couple in Ukraine have just been straight up demolished. So it's like those places. I think there's a difference between delisting and like removing for straight up like, you know, war. Like there's been like 3 places that have just been flat out, hey, your place sucks now. You're not a heritage site anymore. And I think it was like a place over in It wasn't Sydney Opera House, but it was very similar to that. Somewhere in Australia. Did I miss ads? I feel like I was supposed to do ads at some point. Oh well. I don't feel like doing them right now. Kitty, if you need a snack, feel free to. Etruscan necropolises of whatever. Here you go. I'm going to have the TTS say that one.
Etruscan necropolis of Cervetri and Tarquinia.
There you go. The cities of the dead, where Etruscans still party in the afterlife. Is any of this? Here we go. You getting, kid? Use it. Can you pour me a little bowl too? Thanks, baby. This video is 4 minutes and 20 seconds long. They do that in England all the time because the government approves really badly designed building upgrades, then UNESCO delist them, and the British government attempts to bring UNESCO to court. How can they bring UNESCO to court? Does UNESCO have any? What do you call it? Is there any like thing that they can actually say to UNESCO? They don't have any backing. There's no like, who cares what UNESCO says? Who gives a shit? UNESCO is allowed to say whatever they want. There's strong overlap between the fronts. It's what now? Hey, baby. Hey, hi to the stream. Hi. Love you.
Love you.
No, Jesus. I'm trying not to crunch them right into your ear. Hold on, what did I miss? The Ukraine area. Oh, there we go. The Ukraine area hit hardest were severely hit during World War II. Now there's strong overlaps. Gotcha. I understood. Yeah, like a lot of places don't really want to be on the UNESCO list, do they? Because it changes a lot. Like for if they don't have the right, they don't have the right infrastructure, it really screws with stuff. This one I did look up earlier. I'm starting to do it manually whenever I run these reports. This is in Cerveteri and Tarquinia, Italy. You slam your meaty finger down on the western coast of Italy, very slightly northwest of Rome. That's my writing, so yeah, I trust that. Welcome to the ancient cities of the dead. These Etruscan necropolises are like ghost towns, but way cooler. Imagine walking through the streets and squares, but instead of houses, there are tombs. It's very spooky for ghost time. Imagine walking through a city-like maze of tombs, each unique and ancient. The Bandicascia necropolis in Cerveteri is like a city for the dead, with streets and neighborhoods of tombs. I can't read any of these words. I told it to give me a way to pronounce them phonetically if they were anything more intensive than like a 10-year-old would be able to read. The necropolis is famous for its 200 painted tombs, offering a colorful glimpse into the Etruscan world. These sites are the most significant remnants of the Etruscan civilization, which was the first urban culture in the Western Mediterranean. Oh, it looks really cool. I love that we're able to actually see this. It's like, I'm gonna be real. There's 1,200 sites on the UNESCO list. We're not going to see hardly any of them. I haven't even seen the Everglades, and they're within 200 miles. While you're in the area, don't miss out on the local Italian cuisine. Imagine the rich flavors of pasta carbonara, or the sweet, creamy delight of a tiramisu. I think I saw both of those at Carrabba's last night. Legend has it that when the Etruscans communicated with the underworld, some say you can still hear whispers in the tomb. You can tour the Everglades if you come down to where you live. I don't want to tour the Everglades. That's not the issue. And still, it's like... the Everglades are not fun. Michelangelo visited Tarquina during a Renaissance. It's a swamp that's full of pythons. No thank you. The sites are well preserved, but watch out for some illegal building activities around Cerveteri. Yeah, too many mosquitoes, and there's like too many things the mosquitoes have these days. There's like what? Like dengue fever. All sorts of mosquito stuff that's been happening even recently. The thrill seeker enjoyed the mysterious vibes. Grandma thinks that the painted tombs are like nothing she's ever seen, simply mesmerizing. Little Jeffrey likes the paintings, they're like ancient cartoons. Old Grevs wonders why anybody would want to visit a bunch of old graves, and the old snake is hissing disapprovingly, as usual. He is not happy to be here. So grab your adventurer's hat and your curiosity and step into a world where the dead aren't just remembered, they're celebrated. This isn't just a trip, it's a journey through time. An necropolis is a large cemetery, especially one of an ancient city. An Etruscan is of or relating to the ancient Etruria, its people or its language. In tombs of old... Ew, what are we looking at here?
Cuisine in the region. The most beautiful and significant must-visit churches in Lazio. Tuscania is also known for some of the most delicious Italian cuisine in the region. We will stop for a relax.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not feeling that steak there. You could have gotten with some better lighting on that steak. That steak looked pretty vile. Out of here. Next. Wow, we're going to Afghanistan. Cultural landscape and archaeological remains of the Bamayan Valley. Let's see what we got on this one. I think there's two in Afghanistan, and the one that I would really like to visit, in fact, I might visit. Do we have that one? We do. I want to go visit the minaret. Screw the wheel. Let's go visit the minaret instead. This one I used as a test for getting this working. So I've seen the minaret a lot, and I want to actually like read into it instead of just running the report a bunch of times. Where is my report? It is over here. So this is the minaret. If you're looking at Afghanistan, this one I did check. Aim your meaty finger smack dab in the middle of the country. That's where you'll find the Ghor province, and within it, the Minaret of Jam. It's directly east of Herat in the desert. Welcome to the Minaret and the archaeological remains of Jam, a place where history, architecture, and mystery come together in a grand dance of the ages. This towering minaret is like the Eiffel Tower of Afghanistan. Word twister over here. But way older and wrapped in enigmas. Getting to the Minaret of Jam is no walk in the park. The site is remote and the roads are rugged. It's not fully handicap accessible and public facilities are limited. Don't go out here is what they're trying to say. Just enjoy it from the comfort of your home. Imagine standing in a valley surrounded by towering mountains. Before you rises the Minaret of Jam, a 213-foot tall tower intricately decorated with inscriptions and geometric designs. The air is filled with the scent of ancient earth, and the atmosphere is tinged with the weight of history. The Minaret of Jam is UNESCO's World Heritage Site because it's one of the few remaining pieces of the Ghorid dynasty's architectural prowess. It's a must-visit for anyone interested in history, architecture, or simply marveling at human ingenuity. The local cuisine is a blend of traditional Afghan dishes. Imagine biting into a succulent kebab. Its flavor is a mix of spices and herbs that dance on your tongue. Legend has it that the minaret was built overnight by a king. That's not true. It's a stupid legend. It was built overnight by a king who wanted to impress a princess. Whether you believe it or not, I don't, the aura of mystery is palpable. The Minaret of Jam is one of the tallest brick towers in the world. Don't miss the intricate carvings and inscriptions that decorate the minarets. They tell tales of times long past. The site is stable, but has been at risk due to natural elements and lack of maintenance. If a kid asks you if they can lick this site, you should tell them no. The bricks are centuries old, and licking them is like licking a history book. Yuck and disrespectful. The thrill seeker thinks that it's not much of a thrill, but that the history is captivating. Grandma thinks it's hard to get to, but it's worth it. Little Jeffrey likes the fun shapes on the tower. Old Grevs thinks it's so far away from everything, and the snake is just hissing. So there you have it. The Minaret of Jam, a towering testament to human ingenuity and a beacon of history in the heart of Afghanistan. Visit it, and you'll be stepping into a story that's been unfolding for centuries. Overnight by a king and hundreds of slaves. I mean, I don't care how many slaves you have. I mean, I do. You shouldn't have any. But let's just go back in time when you had slaves. I don't care if you have an army of slaves. You can't build that in a day. Like, just logistics-wise, it's not going to work. It's ridiculous. In Bricks and Tales, history prevails. Shakespeare. Yeah, that one works. I like that one. All of these guides have been pretty close. They've done a pretty decent job.
Wow.
Wow, we're going to Denmark. Denmark. We're going to Jelling Mounds. Can't wait to go to Denmark. Let's see. We're going to go see some runic stones. And it's going to be this guy again. You ready to see that one guy who stares into the camera a lot? You watch. Here he comes. What food comes from Denmark? I will tell you in just a moment, Kitty. It's on the list. If we're visiting the Jelling Mounds, it will tell us what we need to know. Oh, there we go. All right, Jelling Mounds, runic stones, and church. If you're looking at Europe on a globe, aim your meaty finger slightly north of Germany and you'll hit Denmark. Jelling is in the southern part of Denmark. Okay, I'm gonna need a citation on that. This is the only thing I'm actually checking tonight. Jelling, Denmark. In 2022, an earthquake in Afghanistan almost destroyed the Minaret of Jam and did enough down. Damn, that sucks. It looked like it was tilting pretty bad, didn't it, Glorp? It doesn't surprise me. I bet you that video is old too. God damn it, that makes me sad. Minaret of Jam news. What does it look like now? Do they have any pictures of it? The recent floods have destroyed the protection walls around the mesh. So that thing's just gone, right? Like, it's... How long ago was this? That was 2019. Okay. So it's been up since then. Urgent reconstruction from 2023. It isn't looking good. I mean, it kind of looks like it did last time. Kind of looks like it did before. Oh god. Oh, everybody watch out. She's summoning a real dragon. Kitty, are you insane? He's gonna kill us all. It's a real dragon. Almost over there. Jesus. Oh god. Oh. It's gonna get us all murdered. Yeah, the minaret kind of looks the exact same as it always does, to be fair. We are in Denmark, Sprawl. But we got a little distracted talking about the minaret of Jam. We also got distracted by looking for where Jelling is. Jelling, if you're looking at it on a map, is going to be right in the middle of Denmark. Like, if you put your meat finger right in the middle of Denmark, right to the right of Billund. Like, northeast of Esbjerg. Here we go. This is what I'm looking at here. This is Jelling. So if we're looking at Jelling, how about northwest of Middelfart? Oh, God. I don't know where is the best place. Right in the mid, directly in the middle, east of Billund. Have we been to the USA? I don't think we have been to the... I don't think I've got any on my... I don't think I have any on my wheel that are from the USA. Jelling is in the middle. East of Horsings? East of Billund. See, that's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm not, if I was going to pick up this guide and it said, if you're going to put your big meaty ham finger onto a map and find out where it is, I want to be able to find out where it is. So if I'm looking at Denmark, on my Google Maps, Denmark. Jelling is in the middle of the country, east of Billund. So if I find Billund over here on Google Maps, like, even then, it's kind of hard to find. There's a Legoland? It's taking us here. It didn't take us to the Legoland instead. Oh, you saw it? What am I looking for again? Jelling, that's right. There it is. Okay. Is that good? Yeah, I think that is good, because looking here. How about northwest of No, building this, that's fine. Anyways, welcome to the Jelling Mounds, Runic Stones, and Church. This is where the Vikings decided to leave Yelp reviews in stone, and where Christianity took its baby steps in Denmark. Imagine standing amidst grassy mounds that were once Viking burial sites. The runic stones are like ancient billboards, etched with messages from the past. The church, though modest, holds a serene aura. You recently discovered Time Guesser. Oh God. Like, this is my first thing I'm seeing. It's like, oh wow. Man, I'm not nearly I only get sort of good at like GeoGuessr when it comes to like looking around. Yeah, I think I would be absolute ass at that one, but that might be fun at some point. This site is a UNESCO heritage site because it makes a transitional period between the Old Norse beliefs and the Christianity in Denmark. Do GeoGuessr, but for Middle Earth. I would be terrible at that. I'd be terrible at that, Sprawl. If I was going to do GeoGuessr, I should probably do it for like I think they have like GeoGuessrs of like the Disney parks. Like that I could probably do kind of well. Giant spike in the middle of the screen. I do remember Oyster. I'm trying to find my list. There it is. The local delicacy is, Kitty, this is for you. The local delicacy is this word. Hold on, I'm gonna get the French person to say it.
Schmerberdi.
Okay, yeah, that. Schmeckenberli. An open-faced sandwich that tastes like a culinary hug from a Viking? No. No. I'm not accepting that. Culinary s'more bread description. Oh. Here we go. Rip. Am I ripping again? Shouldn't be. S'more bread is a traditional Danish open-faced sandwich consisting of buttered rye bread. I think I told Kitty about what happened if I know what you're talking about. You can tell her if you want. Here we go. Yeah, I think I lost some frames. Sorry about the tech problems. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. The gelling stones are often called Denmark's birth certificate. Don't miss the interactive museum near the site. A kid just asked if I could lick the site. Tell them not to lick the runic stones. You don't want to taste 1,000 years of history and moss. The thrill seeker loved the historical adrenaline rush. Grandma thought the peaceful church was just her speed. Jeffrey loved the hidden, funny shapes on the stones. Old Grevs wonders why they can't update the old rocks. And the angry snake is unhappy with the lack of snake-friendly amenities. Jellystones. Why are they even called gelling? It's not even in the glossary. So are you ready to time travel back to the Viking Age, decode ancient Yelp reviews, and get a spiritual recharge? Gelling mounds, runic stones, and church await your grand adventure. Mounds are raised piles of earth. I'll show you mounds. Runic stones are stones with ancient alphabets carved into them. And this word is Danish open-faced sandwich. In Jelling's quiet, history speaks. We're Vikings and the divine meet. Am I losing frames? I'm doing fine, aren't I? I didn't lose any more frames. I don't think I did. Alright. That one's done. Unless you just mean in general.
Wow.
Like someone is skipping 5 seconds ahead of you. Don't bring me back to the Auschwitz, by the way. Like watching a YouTube video and every 30 seconds you fast forward 5 seconds. I'm not 100% sure what that means. Should I try changing servers? Did it again? Are you sure that's not just you? Because I'm not showing any of that on anything. I mean, I'd be happy to say that everything's broken again. In lag as well. I did have some dropped frames, 100%, yes. But I'm not showing any signs of what that's happening. So I'm wondering if that's coming from yeah, I dropped 254 frames and I had the downtime earlier. We probably have enough time and energy for 1 or 2 more sites. So let's hit it. Let's see if we can see a few more things before the internet takes us all. Sorry that the sorry that everything's going poorly. All right. The Sistine, is this the Sistine Chapel? No, the Sistine Chapel of the 1300s, my bad. Viotta, Padua, and 13th century frescoes. All right. So this is Padua. If you're looking at Italy's boot shape, aim to just north of the top of the calf muscle. That's where Padua sits. That one I did check earlier, so I remember that one's correct. So basically, it's on like the right edge of the boot. That one's easy to find. Welcome to Padua's 14th century fresco cycles, a place where art and history come alive on the walls. That's some pretty pictures over there. Imagine stepping into a time machine and landing into the 1300s, surrounded by vibrant colors and emotional storytelling. That's what you get here. As you walk through the 8 complexes, you'll notice the frescoes are not just paintings. They're narratives. The artists, including big names like Giotto and Jacopo da Verona, have captured human emotions so vividly that the figures seem to speak to you. Also, apropos of nothing, it's quite possible we might be having some tech issues because I am running both the synthwave audio from YouTube and videos from YouTube as well. So it's really a triple slam into my encoding. So yeah, so it's quite possible that that might be contributing to it. Narratives of the Bible and nothing other than the Bible. Like stepping into a storybook. These fresco cycles are a UNESCO World Heritage Site because they represent a significant shift in the way art was created and viewed. They laid the groundwork for the Italian Renaissance and beyond. When in Padua, don't miss the local risotto, creamy and flavored with saffron. The taste is a comforting blend of creamy rice, aromatic saffron, and a touch of cheese. And a touch of cheese. I mean, it's still technically there's stories in the Bible. It's like the artist. It said that the artists were inspired by celestial beings, which is why the frescoes were so lifelike. Whether you believe it or not, the artistry is. I like how it said the artistry is heavenly, just as this goddamn awful thing showed up. Did you know that some of the patrons who commissioned these frescoes were actually depicted in them? Talk about being part of the story. Don't miss the Scrovegni Chapel. Its frescoes are considered the pinnacle of the entire cycle. Look at this. Oh my god. That's so much. That's so much. Did they lock Rapunzel up in there and like just not let her out until she painted every last inch? This is insane. Tell them that licking the frescoes would be like licking history. Do not tell kids that they're allowed to lick this one. This is... I like that big Jesus up there at the top. It's like, hey, Jesus. Jesus. So many Jesuses. The thrill seeker was blown away by the vivid storytelling on the walls. It's like an ancient comic book. And Grandma says the serenity of the Fresno has made me feel peaceful. It's like a visual meditation. Little Jeffrey likes how the people in the paintings looked like they were talking to him. Old Grev says that he thinks the art was so complicated he couldn't understand a thing. I don't know what there is really to understand here. It's, do you like Jesus? So do we. The angry snake is upset because there's a lack of snake representation. I would bet you dollars to donuts there's at least one snake drawn on this wall. The snake doesn't know what he's talking about. So, are you ready to step into a world where art leaps off the walls and grabs you by the dick? Padua's 14 that's not what it said. Padua's 14th century fresco cycles is not just a visit, it's a transcendental experience. He said it looks like. He's 8. He doesn't know better. A fresco is a painting done rapidly in watercolor on wet plaster on a wall or ceiling. Oh, that's good to know. Is that blackface? I mean, Jesus was black, but that looked like blackface. In walls of old, where colors blend, emotions speak and tales descend, here lies the art that time won't end. Shakespeare. I think that one was good. I think all of these have been pretty good so far. I think they've been straightforward. Like, it tells you exactly what to expect from the site. I think they've been good so far. Excuse me. I think I got time for one more. Do one more site. Check that out. If it sends me to Auschwitz again.
Wow.
Okay, we're going back to Italy. No, we did this one. Pretty sure we did that one, right? Sacromonte of Piedmont and Lombardy. I don't remember if we did this one or not. No. No, we didn't do this one. Okay. Alright, last one for the evening. So, Sacromonte of Piedmont and Lombardy, which is heaven on wheels, where art and spirituality collide. So, Piedmont and Lombardy, Italy. If you're looking at Italy's boot shapes, aim for the very top, near the border of Switzerland. Imagine a place where art, history, and spirituality come together in a harmonious blend, all set against the backdrop of Italy's stunning natural landscapes. That's the Sacromonte for you. Getting there is a breeze with well-connected roads, while not fully handicap accessible. I don't think any of these sites have been handicap accessible, which, you know, considering their age, that's fair, I guess. As you walk through the lush alpine valleys, you'll encounter a series of chapels, each a masterpiece of art and devotion. Life-size statues and intricate paintings tell the stories of Christ, Holy Mary, and the saints. These sites became UNESCO heritage spots for their unique blend of art, history, and spirituality. They started in the late 15th century and began captivating visitors ever since. While you're here, indulge in Italian classics like pasta and wine, but don't miss out on regional specialties like truffles. Legends say that the hills themselves are sacred, and walking through them can bring spiritual enlightenment. The Sacromonte inspired a whole new generation of sanctuaries in the western Italian Alps. It's an ancient Greek staircase. Look, they could... It's 2023. We could do things that could make it acceptable for the... As I was saying it, I'm like, you know what? We have the technology. Also, I'm seeing that's pretty wheelchair accessible. They had a ramp for that. We have the technology that we can work around these old buildings to be able to build a wheelchair ramp. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an old man, but I feel like they could take a little bit of that technology and figure things out. Don't skip the Sacromonte of Varallo, the first and most famous of the Sacromonte. Okay. You got it, boss. What is the Sacromonte? This thing, apparently. I'm sure this video will take us there. The statues and paintings are delicate works of art that shouldn't be tampered with. Don't lick them. The thrill seeker thought it wasn't much of a thrill, but the art is breathtaking. Grandma thought it was peaceful and enriching. Little Jeffrey loved the big statues. Old Grevs thought it was too much walking, and the snake thought it was Just didn't like the crowded chapels. Snake doesn't like much of anything. If you build anything onto an ancient building, it gets kicked out of qualifications for a UNESCO site. Also a good, good point, air quotes. But also a point, I guess. Like, if you build like an elevator, I can sort of see where it's like, yeah, they didn't have that, 1,000 years ago. But, 1,000 years ago, if you needed a wheelchair, or if you were lame or couldn't walk, sucks to be you. Go die. That's basically what they said. What time is it? We got time for... Is the internet still playing nicely? Time for one more. In hills and dales, find peace prevails. You've heard people suspect they want everything to be a UNESCO heritage site, so they'll make more money on upkeep and they don't have to build expensive ramp. Ugh. See, that's why it's like, I think UNESCO and these heritage sites, I think overall, they're good. They're good. You know what I mean? I don't know. I looked up online. I'm like, is there any reason that I should not be supporting UNESCO? Like, is there going to be some group of people that just hate them? Like, does UNESCO kill puppies like PETA does? Like, is there some reason? So from what I heard, there's some issues with, like, going into sovereign states and making their own international sites, and it messes with local government. Stupid conservative bullshit, but it's... I mean, they're not trying to make money, are they? Dumb question, but I mean, these sites shouldn't be trying to make money. They should make enough money to stay preserved, but it shouldn't be like a money-making project. You wouldn't think, but, what do I know? I got time for one more. Let's do one more site.
Wow.
Russian Federation Astronomical Observatories of the Kazan Federal University. Do they make any money without UNESCO? But shouldn't be, I don't know. I don't make money sounds cruel and unreasonable, but I'm like, don't make money at the expense of, your society, culture, all that stuff. Where is this? Observations. There it is. They built a soccer stadium in the middle of a heritage site. Yeah. I am in full support of keeping heritage sites and, history. Keeping it history. Slam your meaty finger down in the western part of Russia, a bit to the east of Moscow. Kazan, Tartarstan. Let's see if this is even remotely close. A bit to the east of Moscow, it says. I mean, not really. I lost it. Where's Moscow? Oh, well, Kazan's like pretty big, right? Like, if you just keep going east from Moscow, like straight east, it'll see Kazan. Yeah, I think that's fine. Directly east. Place is famous for its universities and space stuff. Fair enough. We got, you know, got a lot of good scientists all over the world. Oh, it's this guy. I don't know who he is, but now we know. Well, now we know we got this guy to look forward to. What does he sound like?
Welcome to another video of MBBS Info. My name is Sachit. So, अभी मैं खड़ा हूँ Kazan Federal City के main.
Okay, you just stay on mute, my champ. Thank you for your video. Welcome to the astronomical observation. Wow, I can't talk at all anymore. I'm so tired. I think it's time for bed. Welcome to the astronomical observatories of Kazan Federal University, where the stars are not just in the sky, but in the eyes of budding astronomers. Located in the city of Kazan, this site is a blend of history, science, and celestial... Oh, did you see that? Look at this little snowman. Oh, that's adorable. History, science, and the celestial wonder. Imagine stepping into a semicircular building with 3 domed towers. These towers house ancient astronomical instruments, offering a glimpse into the history of sky gazing. The suburban Engelhart Astronomical Observatory is nestled within a lush park, complete with structures for sky observations. This site became a UNESCO heritage site due to its significant contributions to the fields of astronomy, astrophysics, and space geodesy. Geodesy? I don't know that term. That's not a real term, is it? The branch of mathematics dealing with the shape and area of the Earth or large portions to it. Huh. Never heard that term before. The study of the shape of the Earth. Gonna include that in the reference guide. Good to know. It was explained lower in the glossary. I'm dumb. When you're here, don't miss out on the local Tatar cuisine. Imagine biting into a savory meat pie known as the belyashi, the flavor of minced meat and spices exploding in your mouth. Legend has it that the observatories are built on starstones, rocks that fell from the heavens centuries ago. Do you know the observatories have been around since 1837? You do now. Don't forget to check out the planetarium that was opened in 2013. Oh, really? Hold on. I want to see the 2013 planetarium in Kazan. Place got a lot of industry, so I expect it to run down since the early 90s. It doesn't seem like it's seeing a lot of stuff happening right now, but it does look like we're in the dead of winter. I just know that the United States withdrew from UNESCO in the 1980s because... Surprised to know that United States withdrew from UNESCO in the 1980s because it was hostile to the free market, and then later rejoined in the 2000s, only to leave again when UNESCO recognized Palestine as a member. Look at this planetarium. I don't want to talk about that. Look at this planetarium. Isn't this planetarium cool? Look how nice it looks. It's the only Russian university with up-to-date digital planetarium. Neat. The astronomical instruments are not edible, so don't let the kids lick it. Planetarium is out of this world, literally, says the thrill seeker. Grandma says the historical towers are just her speed. Little Jeffrey saw a shooting star. Old Grevs wonders why they even keep old instruments, and the angry snake hisses angrily at the historical towers. So there you have it. A trip to the astronomical observatories of Kazan Federal University is like stepping into a time machine that takes you to the stars and back. Don't miss out on this cosmic roller coaster. So geodesy is the science and measuring and understanding of Earth's geometric shape, orientation in space, and gravity field. Stars above, Earth below, in the dark sky, we glow. Shakespeare. You know, guys, I think we learned a lot today. We went all... Oops. Hold on. Oh, screw it. We went all over the world. That kind of explains why we don't have all that many sites in America, right? We do. We have them, but, you know, I guess if we're going to be cunts about it. Alright, guys. I'm going to peace out. You all have a fantastic evening. I'm going to eat the rest of my Cheez-Its. You all have a great night. I love you. Goodbye.
Okay, Chief, take him away. I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.